Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's doing okay. It is Easter Monday, and I am currently more chocolate than man, but that's just how it goes. You know, you get the eggs, and then you consume egg. What are you gonna do, look at him? Sakurai, I hope you are able to rectify this situation. Go get something sweet and enjoy it, if you are able to do so, because, you know, we all deserve little treats like that. What do I do if I am more man than chocolate? Well, what I'm about to do is to play a video game for the internet and talk over it to my friends. Isn't that nice? So you can be part of that friend group if you like, and wouldn't you know it, you appear to already be here. You're halfway there to this situation. The Empirical Woodland, hex yes, a bounty does indeed count. They are one of the best. I know they get a lot of stick from people. People are wrong, essentially. Bounties are... they're one of the good ones. Is O Wales living on a prayer? I think she might just be a spectacular human being. I don't know. Anyways, we are going to play a game that a friend of mine and fellow streamer has been yelling at me and everyone for quite a while to go, hey, you should play this game. And that streamer is Pip Sprite. We've said hello to Pip a couple times in the past. And that game is Beacon Pines. Look at that. Golly, I've been playing a lot of rhythm games today. It's Beacon Pines. Let's go. Man, that reminds me of... I bring it up a lot because I think it's very silly. The Punisher 2099, where they're trying to ascertain if he is sane or not, and they're like, Mr. Castle, do you know where you live? I live on the edge. And like, that's amazing. Oh, was that Punisher 2099? I think it was. I don't know. Either way, it's great. Continue. I only just got here. Thanks. But let's go. So incidentally, the line is, and this we know, on Mondays we play horror games. I believe this one is more creepy than horror-y. So, you know, a whales can stick around, and there's not going to be like... I am not aware that there is the blood. And there's like Silent Hill levels of just ennui. Let's read a book.
Dear reader.
Yes?
Allow me to introduce you to my book.
Oh, okay. This is on me. Too much horror for Click. Click comes in, he's like, ah, reading. And then he goes.
Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told.
How are we doing, like, volume-wise? Are we good? please do let me know.
In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself.
I'll tell you this much, chat. There is a tag that has been locked in on Twitch as soon as I put Beacon Pines into there. And that tag is visual novel. I think this is taking that premise a little too literally. It's not supposed to be like actually
It is in that way that my
sitting
book
and
is
looking at a
special.
book.
It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story.
Oh no. Are we doing that?
Chapter 1.
I don't know.
Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change.
The first thing I'm going to try and find is an automatically advance the text button.
Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Is anybody familiar with the wizard people? Because anytime I hear "Dear Reader," that's how that's it. That's it for me. That's how I read it. That's all it'll ever be. And if not, you should. Go watch the cribbage match. It's fantastic. This is fantastic. Look at these visuals. Alright. Nope, not new game. I just got here. I want to start a new game. Okay, no vocals this one. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. Feels like that should mean something. Mom always said this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Alright, I just... Big fan of speaking to graves. A scene I write a lot when I do writing. I don't know. It speaks to me. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rolo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rolo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rolo. Of course she is. She's getting milk. That's what that is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. Now here's the thing. Can I look at stuff? Oh, yo, we got the party together. Now we get the random battles and the screen shatters, and it does that cool transition. I can kick up the dandelions. Let's go. All right, that's adorable. Is that
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book.
wonderful?
That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Oh, man, the dandelions came back while we were doing that. It's not cool. I want to kick them all up. There you go. Also, tickle, no thank you. Do not tickle. I'm not a fan. Alright. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you would ever get to that. Are those the beacon pines on his sweatshirt? I wonder if it might be. Also, hello, Jaded Mew. Hope you're doing alright. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
I'll look to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Chat, dear friend. They're watching. Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself. I won't be long. Okay, that's pretty cool. You open up the backpack, it tells you what to do. Pretty sure a lot of people smile while being tickled. That's kind of like the reflex reaction to that, but that doesn't mean it's okay.
Forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
That's... Oh, yo, I got a jump button! I'm just gonna skip around. I'm gonna jump on the couch.
Since Gran had moved in,
Oh, maybe I'm
the
not.
house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
Oh, I can't jump on the settee? Well, that's just boring. Was that a layering issue? Was that a layering issue? No, it wasn't. No word of a lie, that is exactly how Tiny Child sits on the recliner. She'll just sort of flop back across the entire thing and be like, yep. Tell anti-TPC gamer that I'm lying in the chair. That was also a pretty neat touch, just sliding off. I like that.
Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
I'm not Tom Cruise. I am apparently a little 12-year-old deer who likes to jump around a lot and who doesn't like jumping on a couch.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Just some dusty knickknacks.
And then people go like, oh man, why are you getting so mad?
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator.
It's just tickling. Don't even worry about it, it's fun.
Each labeled with the day of the week.
It's not.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
I'm just gonna leave that running because that is what Pound Cake does whenever she comes to my Animal Crossing town. She just
The only piece of
interacts with stuff and leaves the taps running.
was an old hutch.
And then I won't notice that she's done it. And it will be weeks later when I will just send her a message on Facebook like, damn it, Pound Cake. I just found something that you set up in my Animal Crossing village.
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
And she laughs every single time.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
I'm a big fan of this, like, cutaway art style. I like that a lot.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Yeah, Rick Stress, I'm told that this isn't so much horror and more creep. But, you know, I'm down for that.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
It doesn't have to be always on all the time.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
That is a pretty chill cameo. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's... Actually, it's not everything. Where's Gran?
Luca knew that if he left without telling Gran, it would be trouble.
I will also be honest with you, Rick Stress. I have lost a day.
Oh my, this is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic.
Flair for the gold, thank you very much. We're back on Space Mountain.
You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader.
Exciting. Yeah, no, I've lost a day, because, like...
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother.
I'm not used to, like, the time off that I'm having, or a structured week, so it's like, hey, I had a day off yesterday, it's, I don't know, Thursday today, because that's when my day off usually is.
She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
That is also something I'm not a fan of. I used to have this friend who would, like, hide on the stairs or behind doors and just leap out at me every time I passed. Because I shriek a lot, and he thought it was funny, and was wrong.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rolo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
Oh, okay. We were just gonna go blank for the day. I feel like this... The story will continue no matter what we do. But based on what the narrator was saying, this is going to change specifically what we do. So let's go ahead. We were just going to go ponder for the day. I feel like that's the wrong answer. Like, that doesn't make sense, realistically. We were just going to go hide for the day. That makes sense as a sentence. She's going to go... Oh, I bet you young boys are up to mischief. Like that. But I think the correct answer is, or the intended answer, I guess, is, chill. We were just gonna go chill for the day. Like, we're gonna go hang out somewhere over there.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything.
My word is plethora. Means a lot to me.
I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Ooh. Is this gonna be the game flowchart?
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
I think it is.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Oh, grand jury. I am down for these puns. So if I say ponder.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day. Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day, exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know. Big stuff. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering. Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. Well, look at that. The decision I made was... I said that's not going to be the right one, and then it was. So if I do that again, we were just going to go hide for the day.
We're just gonna go hide for the day.
Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
Well, that ends well.
Now here's a question. Do I still have... Oh, I do! I still have the word hide. Okay. And the fact that I had to work to collect tickle says that that's going to be a particularly useful one later on in the game. Oh, I can just skip around this little tree. There you go. Good times. So yeah, it looks like this right here is going to be what is essentially the game's flowchart. And as we go through the game, the tree's going to grow, and it's going to... Actually, hang on. Just to make this a little easier to illustrate my point. So yeah, like the turning point is here. And as we go on through the game, it's going to go, oh, there was a turning point here. And because you said this happened. And you can go back and say the other thing so that this happens. And so it goes on. And I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Branwen's been playing a game that does that. Oh, and Luca? You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. That's great. I'll tell you, Trouble. I'm leaving that tap on. Bye! Alright, on we go. Come on, come on! Dang it, Rolo. I'm hiding behind this log. Oh, actually, I think I've misunderstood what JDB just said. I'll get back to that in 1 second. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
So the turning point here was the little heart icon, and those 3 charms had hearts on them. But from the sounds of it, that was something they have since taken out of the game, if I'm reading that right. Yeah, like that was in the demo. Okay, that's an odd thing to have changed, because that actually sounds like it would be useful and something that should be added to the game, right? Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal!
Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, it was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is! I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all your little friends. I couldn't keep Rollo away if I tried. Excellent! Sorry, look, I gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Alright, that guy's alright. Just... Oh no! The left side's a little low. I like that. That's good. Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn. Can't talk now.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do... It's Mayor Val...
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Alright, what can the Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh. Just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Yeah, I'm just bothering you. Oh, okay. That literally that's just a lean on the post and look cool button. Which you would have thought, because look at those cool glasses. That's what that indicates. Alright. That guy is asleep.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was. A tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Oh no, Twitch is slow. Are you back? I got no dropped frames on my end, so hopefully everything's good to go. Don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. You have a perfectly nice view from here. Till Perennial Harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Alright, have fun, Mr. West-going Zax. I will do no such thing. Aww. Oh, that guy's Andy, the little rabbit guy? I'll take that. That's also pretty good. I'd be the king of nickels. Yes. You stay out of crimes, kids. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful, it won't happen again. If we are going to be on a first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here, in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet! If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Haha! Changing the world is intense. So, what... That is an interesting way of spelling Whaddya. W-H-A-D-D-Y-A, surely. Could you answer a few questions? Oh, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful! Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect! It's the only place I've lived. You see, that wasn't so painful.
Stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Pendant in the trash, pendant in the trash. You've missed your chance to have a raccoon character living in the trash. You could have had something there, game, which it didn't. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. Alright, we're gonna go over there. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me. If you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. Empty chair makes for a great listener. Oh, okay. So, like... Hang on. I thought that was like a speaking icon. That looks like it's an interactable icon, because if you get closer to it...
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Actually, it's just something you can look at. Aw, dang, did I find a fishing mini-game?
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Spam. Did we open the tickle box?
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Give it a good cast now. You'll have to reel it in a bit faster. Oh, it is the fishing mini game. Heck yeah! Alright, let's go!
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Okay, push and... Aww. Easy there, buckaroo. You don't know your own strength.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Is this... This appears to be the same fishing game as in Potion Permit. Yeah, like the line is turning red, and you push the button to make it not do that. Well, I'll be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. Yeah, give me a duck.
Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Oh, actually, looking at that... Yeah, so that's got the little check mark on it because I caught whatever that was. That being the duck.
What fish could...
So now we go and catch whatever the little bottom dweller is over here. And then that will be part 2 of our little fishing adventure. Boot! Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it's not. Well, wherever it is, I hope that the other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. That is perfect for shoestring bait. Ardent Slacker, good job. Yeah, let's go find some more bait. And that's not going to show on there because that was a flashback. So technically that already happened. Amazing.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy. They had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
I don't know who Jeff is, but Jeff is a great name. Just inherently, I enjoy Jeff as a name.
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper. It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
I wonder if this is going to be, or would be, an alternative way to get the chill token. Because we're essentially doing the same thing. We're just hanging out, just chilling. Potentially in a felonious manner. What do you want?
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens. He always thinks it's aliens.
Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So, you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? You sure? Kinda. That place has always been empty since the Foul Harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old Have we switched good cop, bad cop halfway through this conversation? I just meant we could do some research at the library. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burnt down the chicken coop? And you jumped in, said it was your fault before my pa throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Door. There you go. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Come on, I'll catch up. Oh, there is an exit over here. Alright. I feel like that could have been a little better. Don't worry, Mew. Rolo is also me. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooded path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh! Oh, this is getting good. I feel like that was allegorical! Luca, it's just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
That's a pretty clever way of doing it, actually. Because why would you want the game to spiral out of control right from the very start? That's good. Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say, or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Look, wait up, I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Hello? So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Hello? Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? Wait, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Oh, mind me. Just over here, lurking. Uselessly. Oh, hey, sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? Couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the foul harvest. Almost every carrot I dig up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's shrink array. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Did I nearly read the word P-cross into that sentence? I might have done. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind... Oh, I do mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little... Okay, so, this goes to your point, Mew. There's a little triangle on the page there, whereas you were quite right. When we used the one with Grandma, that was a little heart that they wanted to put in the blank. Let's see if this is indicated in any way on the charms we have. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. So in the demo, the charms had little triangle tags on them to indicate they would fit here, and some charms would have multiple. That would also make sense, because Chill we had used previously in a heart space. What an odd change.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining, and we just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says, tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Oh, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Accurate footage of me trying to be smooth with the lady makes. Just, sup? No? Okay. So what I suspect is going to happen, at some point, we're going to get the thing that will let us progress with Rollo. Like, we can't talk our way out of this right now. But in the future, we will be able to. That's what I'm reckoning.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record. The Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luco. What's the day have in store for you? I was just wondering if you heard any news about... News? The Beacon knows the best news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Rollo thought he saw some lights in there last night. Rollo ought to be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing. And change is a dangerous animal. I feel like this is an important change for a lot of people in chat, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Quickly, Mew, write those games down and send them to me in a format that I will remember, so I can put them on a list and look into them, because I totally will. Last Chance Diner. Can I get a coffee? No. No? No. Can I sneak into the coffee shop? Oh, I might be able to. Yo, I want to hang out with you. Hi. Pay attention to me. Yeah. Hey, Zariel. Hi, Luca. Could you please tell this lazy butt to help out in the cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you... Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Wow. You've really setting the kid up for success. So this is soup, right? This is what I imagine soup looks like. Like, grey fur and big ears and a bushy tail. That is soup. And I want to hang out with them. Who are you? Piper? Oh, hey, Luca, what's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct? And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't get a coffee. Disappointed. Alright, where's this warehouse? I feel like that's gonna be where we're going. Hey, Griffin. How's the ice cream gig going? Not great. It's still pretty cold out. And I'm in the business of selling cold. I'm sure things will warm up soon. Mr. Tolliver's not at his grocery stand? He's prepping for the festival, I guess. Gotcha. Man, I'd buy an ice cream. I'd go to the ice cream farm right now. Yes! Anyway, you look like that one kid from Yokai Watch. You know the one? The little orange cat looks like that. Hey, Bert. Hey, Bert. Hey, look, I'm just doing some fact checking for the town history exhibit. Look, kid, I'm just here to put up the lights. But did you know? When the town was founded, there were only 7 citizens, and they all worked for a mining company, and there was only one dirt road leading to town, and there still is only one road leading to town. Alright. I don't know how much my growth would need stunting. Look, I'm a little 12-year-old growing deer. I'm fine. I know what I'm doing. And that is trying to find a warehouse. Hey, Solomon. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. Oh, goodness. Luca, my boy. Hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... what? I don't even remember the context for me saying that the world was flat. Possibly, I'm gonna say that was the grass plains, or the gold plains, rather, in Breath of Fire 4, which is just... Mode 7 is just a JPEG, and you have to traverse it, and there are 0 landmarks. Have fun. I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. I gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Yep, you're a creep.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
It's a secret time machine. Let's go into the spooky woods!
The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay. No turning back now. Caution. Electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Thrummed did it! Okay, so what would Rollo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Can I creep through it? I can't creep through it. Okay.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
That's 2.
More to go.
I feel like this is a pretty significant flaw in your security system.
Way to silence.
Okay. Moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines.
You're right, Zarkrai. I don't think that's entirely accurate.
Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
One way to find out.
I'm sorry, Ms. Narrator, I keep talking over you, because I don't fully understand how text boxes work, apparently. Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in here.
The water looked almost diseased.
Ew.
It flowed slowly into the woods. The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
To be fair, Rick Stress, if we do horror games on Mondays, that does tend to be the realm of the fantastical, more so than, like, you know, magic games, I suppose. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Yes! That's a fantastic power-up!
Knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
Oh! Oh no!
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal. The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it.
Hey man, that's an ending. I'm satisfied. I've completed the game in an hour.
From
That's a
here
lie.
on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
That is clever. That's a tutorial. That's also a very clever way of dealing with that that particular choice. Because the word little has two separate uses here. Also, yeah, Sakurai, please enjoy your lurk, enjoy your dinner. Let me know what you're having. I hope it's a good one.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a
Sneeze.
little shit.
Yeah, don't do that into the mic. Make a break for it! What have you done? Ah! Oh shit, just kicked me. Run all you want, you little twibs. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Sorry about that. I thought this guy had like a piercing in his ear, but it turns out he's just got a bite taken out of his ear, and like it's the corner of that there building. Roller can get overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Eh? Yes. With all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. Ah, snap. This is the best emotion. I'm gonna keep hold of that in my pocket. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in, trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around, in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say, it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. I'm exactly with you on that one.
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
I'm exactly with you on that on you. It's very very Animal Crossing-y, where every character has their own voice-ish, and like, yeah, you kind of get a feel for what everyone kind of might sound like. I don't know. Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls off a common. Is that... like, is that actually her name? Heiress? Am I gonna have my heart broken at the end of this one? You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Oh yeah, we didn't have this conversation, did we? Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nuncreed, can't in a hurry right now. And now we don't have to. Boy's got too much of his father in him. I win! Little help? I'm the champion! We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I got this. Why did you do that? Paul always says, you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great. What now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Whoa, you're a genius. There's a path over here. There's a path over here. Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Nope, alright, this is just a room that you can go into. I hope you like it. Alright, anyway. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out. Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. Man, it's a shame Zakarai's not here. He likes the ace detective games. He's the guy. This is bizarre. This is awesome. Did you feel that? What, the excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose. Good detail that he followed the hose. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? Bet it's got stuff in it. Can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure that isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. That's cute. Come on, Lady Luck. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. Good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold two phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those phones? Just like hack atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground control to hack atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is hack atomic ground command. You're going in 5x5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? Getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. You'd best be getting out the way of Pyro. Those guys are in trouble. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Is that a body bag? Surely not.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
Got the tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
Some sort of badge or something. What's it say?
Rollo held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
I'm out of my head. Oh, hurry, or I may be dead. Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. This is the perfect time to panic. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Alright! Here you go, Rickstress. There's your horror. You thought. Ah. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your Run for Our Lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow.
Showering first. Surely. You're in a dumpster full of squish. Shower.
Chapter 3. Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello, Grandma, that's a hat. You can't talk to that. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Also, I gotta say, I really like that as a way of dealing with not knowing what the person on the other end of the phone is saying. They're just speaking in Unicode characters that are not currently installed. Right, hang on. There you go. Now my controller's plugged in, and we're not going to die. Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Pro tip. If an adult in your life says, so, what did you get up to yesterday? Anything you want to tell me? They know. Confess. Just confess. It's easier. Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? I have to go and take care of something. You, you ought to stay in this house for the day. Alright, hang on. You actually daughter. Like I said, game night. So we're about to play Cluedo Jr. Hell yeah. I'm interested to see what that game's all about. See you in a bit, Click. Clue me in. Clue me in! I saw what I did there. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You ought to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. They're not made of money, you know. I also left the tap running. Oh, that was strange. So is this like Far Cry? I just stand here for 15 minutes and then the game ends. That's cool. Don't mind me. I'm just making a note. 1:15. There we go. Me yelling about the goblet of fire. I'm gonna clip that. Put it on YouTube.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from inside the house? Wait, did I leave the fridge door open yesterday? Did it do the chrono trigger thing? If it did, that's pretty cool. Hello? Is there anyone here? Empirical Woodland, I believe so. It's like, Monopoly Junior. You don't own anything. Like, you go to a fun fair, and you pay your pocket money to go on the rides. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? I'm trying to discern if that code was anything, but it's not. The only code I believe that I know in Morse code, obviously there's SOS because that's the one everyone knows, and the other one is CQ, which I actually don't know if I remember off the top of my head. I know what it does. Oh, hey Roxy. This is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rollo here? No? Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No. I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? Were you playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home? Weepwood? He is alive. I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No. You're just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
But Grandma told us to stay in the house. Hello. Where are you? Now, here's my question. I wonder why that one has a question mark next to it. Oh, I'll tell you why, I reckon. Because there's going to be another branch off to the right based on us picking that, but the one that involves chill sent us this way, so that is complete. I think that's what that is. That's pretty cool. Empirical Woodland, that was pretty good.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
That's a really good line. Alright, so I'm gonna go check out the library. You really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she'll be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as legal tender. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters? That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. I'm curious as to how we got the tender token there, because we weren't there for that. I mean, we were, you and I, chat, but Luca wasn't.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Oh, did I find best character?
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Bear with me a second, chat. I'm just gonna do literally nothing right about now, because melitology is a branch of etymology concerning the scientific study of bees. It may also be called apicology, from the Greek melita, meaning bee. Thanks, Wikipedia. You're a champ. Oh, this is the best character! What a cute little penguin voice as well. Ah. Good book?
He gestured to the shelves.
That's me doing that voice, by the way. I'm not letting the game run. That's me doing that little squeaky toy thing. Don't worry about it. Damn right, bees are cool. My uncle keeps bees. And, like, you ever had honey that's just, like, from directly right over there and you can see it? That's great. I didn't know that. That one I did know. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rolo around recently, have you? Lady Luna Phoenix, that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Yes, he does. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Ayy. Good pun. Alright, what about you? Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when the new issue drops. Rolo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you-know-where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Ah, roger that, Space Cadet.
Mycological phosphorescence.
Glowy mushrooms. Well, like, my complete loss of interest. Yes!
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read: Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Alright, chat. What is mitosis? Boring. That is also what a thing that mitosis is, Luca, but actually, I think you'll find it's the process of cell division.
I've eaten.
I learned that from Sabrina, the Teenage Witch.
A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Ugh.
Sally Seashore's Simple Succulent Sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible. A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
I am very glad that this bit is narrated, because honestly, I would not have pronounced that Montesquieu. I would have gotten that very wrong. Alright, what's on this shelf?
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics, most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Okay, cool.
There were rarely any actual new additions, simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
Not me, aged 8. I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? Guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep. Well, actually it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh. That's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Alright, my bad pennies. Let's go. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetleologist. I just keep an eye out for him. Just keep an eye out for him, would you? Of course. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Beck, would you like a flower? You're a pretty cool cat. Okay, cool. Maybe not.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science! And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the... Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So, The science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah. It seems dangerous. That is the perfect little derpy animal-y voice for, this kind of, like, bratty character. I don't know how they did it. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Huh? He seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Look, he's got a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city.
Mew, you're getting a bit ahead of me, but the answer is definitely going to be violence.
From a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought. Well, time to bust out the strange.
Criddle, you missed me doing the fishing mini game. I caught a duck and a boot. And we talked about you because we thought about you. But hemlo husband, I hope you have a good time. And watch the movie as well. Also, hell yeah. Fresh cut grass. Give me some of that. Especially when you're up in the mountains. Yes. Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? You're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Yeah, violence!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk! My clothes are ruined!
Iggy's
I'm gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Oh, feels so good. Okay! I'm sorry, I just... Yup, is this... I wasn't expecting none of that. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
The person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. He took the words out of my mouth. Well, the science from before says that that guy is just gonna grow real big and then become small again. So, I don't actually know. But, like, I know that the game does not want me touching this. So, that means, don't do that. I'm not allowed to touch. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? You just helping look for Rolo? Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rolo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rolo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. Hey, right. My knowledge of glowing green ooze is Ghostbusters, predominantly, and I'm pretty sure, actually no, if I'm going to think about it, it's more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mutagen, so yes, actually, don't touch that. But Flubber, that's also a good one. Zarkrai is in green, so there you go, we're friends with Zarkrai, we like him. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. Oh, I can't wait to introduce you to Rolo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rolo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rolo was safe.
That sounded very melodic. Rolo was safe.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits.
That was said in the most needlessly sinister way, narrator.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Caption: Everything was not fine. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. See, I don't know, oh Wales, but it looks like Gran is missing. It turns out Rolo is safe and sound. So, like,
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Yes!
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice, but I respect it. the pond began to freeze over.
Oh no! Is that also allegorical? I shouldn't have thrown that guy in the slime.
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was.
Yeah, Zakar, we found a puddle of, like, science ooze, and I shoved the kid into it. I chose violence. He deserved it.
Dad, we have to go. Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run. The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet.
Oh yeah, you're the science guy. Click is also the science guy. I bet he'd tell us, like, don't screw around with mutagen.
Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca. Rollo, is that you? Luca? You there? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... For now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. It's getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. I'm wondering if each of these squares represents a letter. So, like, the middle word there is that I, blank, I, blank, you. That sort of thing. I don't know. You need to... The treehouse. You're right, Doc, right? Like, if I could figure out what that message is, as opposed to just do something at the treehouse, I don't know. The tree... See, that makes me think that it is, because it was 332, the treehouse. So...
With that, the signal died for good.
Was he trying to... What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me? I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
Hiram? I guess. You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Era's Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. Shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
I'm with you, Zachary. Do not trust the adults in this game. Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Just let me... Yes, let me do that without muting. Readjust my headset. Please enjoy. Gran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli? Ma Fratelli?! Yes! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. And my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When I left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and she rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. I thought they were gonna be like, hey, the Bat Kid, like she doesn't sleep at night on account of being a bat. Oh, thank goodness for that. I was gonna say, I wonder how this game saves, but it's right there in the incorrect time format. I notice. I'm gonna dock you points for that. I'd better hurry up to the treehouse. Oh, that's right, we're going to the treehouse. I was heading back to the library. Excuse me, guys. You didn't see a thing. Yeah, look at that. It's April 10th, not 10th of April. I don't know, game. At least it saves. I was worried that I'd have to play through this whole thing in one go. Rollo, you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright? What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Okay, I'm going to pause for a brief moment. And I'm going to talk about an English TV show that used to be on. I used to like it a lot. Still kind of do. It's called Sapphire and Steel. And it's about these, like, time and dimension traveling super spies. And one is called Sapphire and the other is called Steel. And there's one called Lead. and they're all named after like elements and stones and that. And one of them terrified me as a kid because they're in this diner just drifting through space. And it is essentially what you're seeing here, just a room in the middle of nothing. And I'm getting flashbacks to that. And didn't like it. Really scared me. Good job with that, game. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. This is Ooze kid, Zuck, right? He was a nice, cute little jerk-ass bully, and we shoved him in the slime. Oh, you gotta be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude, the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weep Wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca. Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to go to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the Alright, what was it? 332? I can't immediately work out what 332 the treehouse would be. Something in the I don't know. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sorts of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. We answered the clipboard questions. Hello? Is there anyone present at this arboreal domicile? Oh, and we've got to reveal ourselves because they did the cartoon bit. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here, and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? I said it! I intended to say it when they said we want to hear your thoughts. I was gonna be like, well, tough, because we're not psychic. They psychic, and that's what that is. Ooh, let's read on. We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And Yeah, you were right. You were saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts.
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm so tired. Look at what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away. Just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk to some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is he is sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. It's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us one heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope?
Panic.
Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
I like my... Oh, that was Iggy's voice. I like my voice for this grinning weirdo a lot better.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey. That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Oh, okay. So this goes back to what I was saying before, where the top option now has a check mark, because that has taken us to the end of that particular branch, and there we go. So that's as far as that option can take me, and now there's a choice here, because we choose to tickle instead of be odd, and then ultimately we'll get another thing to go. That's pretty cool. Oh. Okay. Let's go through this one, why not? The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged towards him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
Yes!
The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I just finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, I had things to do, so I sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have a particular interest. He seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure the Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Oh, I miss the sounds of a rotary telephone. I really do. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well. We can meet tonight. Oh yeah, so something that Wales commented. This is me. This is me skipping around. I'm making him do this. But it is still kind of cute. Just like, look at him go. Alright. Look at him go. That is also cute. Right. Let's go deliver some jam. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies. No. Alien zombies. What else could it possibly be? Rollo? I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after that. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. So what happened in this storyline so far? This is us trying to play it cool with his big sister didn't work. He had to go do chores, so we went here on our own, but this time we were able to escape. Okay. I can see where that's going to get a little bit confusing as we go through, like, the game as a whole. So let's make it even more confusing, because Zarkrai has redeemed Show and Tell. And it's a big one today. I'm quite proud of today's Show and Tell. So get ready. I'm just going to pause the game and set my controller down, I guess. Because it's currently plugged into the mains. And I need that. Okay. Zarkrai has redeemed Show and Tell. Are you ready? Let's go. Here's Show and Tell. Today's Show and Tell is multi-layered. Get ready. The first thing I wish to show off is these guys. These are production sketches for an anime. And the anime is called Momoiro Sisters. And it's from... You hecking weeb, says Zarkrai. You need to see Phase 2. Because I also have the animation cells for those production sketches. And incidentally, the reason that the character on the right is missing a foot is because it is behind a foreground object. This is the specific scene in question. I like how the physical thing that I own is, like, way higher definition than this painting from 1998. But yeah, I don't know where I got these. I think I got them from DragonCon. And, I had recently watched the show, and whatever it was, wherever I saw them, I recognized these animation cells, like, and the sketches. And I'm like, hey, I know what that is. That's Momoiro Sisters. I'm gonna buy those because it's only like $20 for 2 animation cells and the matching, like, the cells and the sketches together. Yes, please. Jaded Mew says, I don't think I've ever heard of this anime. That's fair. That's probably why they were as cheap as they were, because it's a pretty obscure one. It's pretty good. I rewatched it recently. A lot of it stands up. There's a couple of jokes that only really work if you understand, like, some elements of Japanese. Zarkrai, it's called Momoiro Sisters, which means peach-colored sisters. Hang on, I will type it out in chat. It's all up on YouTube as well. And, nobody's pulling it down, so go watch some of that. It's kind of a... It's for teenagers, I guess, because there's a lot of, not adult jokes, but definitely not for kids jokes. Like the opening line of dialogue. Actually, the line of dialogue... No, this is a separate scene. So this scene, for example, the older sister, the blonde one, asks the younger sister on the left, hey, can I borrow your school uniform? Because I've got this date. And they don't fully flesh out why she wants to borrow the school uniform for the date. But if... You know. And it's that kind of a thing. And, it's also kind of bizarre because the characters are self-aware. Or at the very least Momoko is. One of her opening lines of dialogue is, oh my god, it started. It's the first episode of this show. And one of the running themes is, does she kiss her boyfriend before the show ends? Or is that rushing things? So, like, that's great. But yeah, that is today's Show and Tell. It is some production sketches and subsequent animation cells from an anime that I like. I've used a clip of that anime in one of my videos as well. It's the October Boxu. That's where the opening for that anime clip that I made up, that's where that came from. I snagged footage from that. So enjoy that. So yeah, thank you very much, Zakurai, for redeeming that and letting me show off this weeb nonsense that I own. And let's go back to the game. Here we are. Alright, back to the game. Oh yeah, I'm delivering jam. Get in. So, like, one of the jokes in Momo Ito Sisters, it's a Japanese pun. Because one character says to the other, hey, at your age, getting married is a piece of cake. Which, on the surface, sounds quite nice, like it's easy. But it's actually the, fairly offensive description Christmas cake. And that's what the joke is. You're the last one on the list. I'm not delivering to you. I need to go to the diner and to wherever Mr. Tolliver works, and then everything's set. Oh, check that out. There's this whole screen I never went to before. Cool. Hey, Dawn. Hey, oh, you see? Because it's the daytime when she was asleep.
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Oh, they got you on jam delivery, huh? Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't quite say yet. Still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep you in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Right, not just her big ears, Mew, but the big ears and the cloche hat. They all come together and, like, mwah. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Heiress Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. And then just like Blathers, she goes back to sleep. Alright. You are the first person who gets some jam. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is it Gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? It's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. I'm with you, Zakurai. Whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see here.
He lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do.
squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
I'm ready to help, Mama. Oh, look at that. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us. Defeat these folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Oh, brand new content for the Jaded Mew. Alright. Have you just been sat here this whole time for years and years? I can believe it. Also, how long has this character been pregnant? I'm pretty sure rabbits don't work like that. Anyway. Oh, I guess I gotta talk to you, because you're the one with the little speech bubble. Aren't you a little too young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh, no, it turns out Father was much too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Huh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts, topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Oh. I'm gonna say Bergs and chili. That isn't quite right. Remember, a nice stack of cold cuts, topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just bin that. I don't know what cold cuts are, so I'm going to assume that, because it's the only one that is multiple. And chili. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect. Thank you. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Well, I mean, I think that might be the, that's cold cuts, just like sliced meats from the deli. Alright, cool. Thank you very much. Oh, you've moved one chair over. I see. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor, or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more a duty to my family. For our legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from the heart. I'm sure it'll be great. You've unlocked the bin emote. Well, I didn't know what cold cuts are, and I have learned something today. I was just running along the idea of, like, cold ones, and that's not what that is. A one that is not cold is barely a one at all, as the saying goes. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat?
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's.
Darkrai, have a good afternoon, evening, sleep, whatever it is you're doing. Have fun with that.
Had a way of of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Oh, yes. That is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will make your monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well? Good day, Mr. Wilder. And don't come back without pictures of Spider-Man! Right, yeah, we read that one. Oh, yeah! Isn't the guy in the museum? Because we couldn't come in here yesterday.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines.
I am down for this cheesy propaganda video.
Fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon.
I blame the
To
chemists!
this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future.
Jaded Mew, thank you very much for telling me that. Because, my goodness, that was funny once. I can't imagine I would enjoy going back in there and doing that again. That was unhelpful. Not gonna lie, I am a big fan of all those old videos. It's like industry, science, and technology. I love those. But, I don't know. Not in perpetuity. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice? Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold? How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Alright, fella, have some jam.
Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a
Yeah.
yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran has some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
And snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. The tonality in this game is wild, and I love it. Look at this cute little game, and also body horror. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. Well, I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Nuncreed snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. Hey, you. Auntie piece of pineapple. Huh? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask you too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? I feel like that was a question about preferred pizza toppings, and of those two, pineapple was the correct answer. Keep that anchovies off of my pizza and just away from me in general. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn. Nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you can both stop obsessing about me making friends. More like toe beans. Am I right, Jaded Mew? Yeah, you know it. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just, for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nelly means is that we want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Toe beans! Like the little things on the cat's feet? And you stroke on the feet and they flex their toes and the little toe beans go out? Toe beans. This is a joke. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get in too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My mom's a great and all, but it can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yep, that's the spot. Meet me by that big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one in this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Now, I wonder. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Madam, are you reading this book? I think she's reading this book. That is incredibly meta. Alright, let's go to the big creepy gate. Hi? Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, you ask me? Oh, come on now. It's not all bad. The festival's coming up. Oh, the festival. Old Man Valentine used to put old cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Hello, Penguin. Hey, Kato. Maybe, maybe not. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
So, you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? These are... Okay, so I guess they're all going to be the same. Which is why the little magnifying glass doesn't show up. Cool. Good to... Can I go in here? No, I can't. Okay. And I'm going to guess that the creepy mansion is this way. Yep, that's a creepy mansion, alright. So who all lives in this house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? Sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? But a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. No, really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom said that it used to be way busier back before Shopper died. For the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
That is also not how I would have pronounced that. I'm glad this is voice acted.
Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation.
I feel like that's not accurate.
As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck? Manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Melly was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We're not fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Heck. I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for... You had one job.
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We are here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she is a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nelly means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow their loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't...
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rollo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Man, I hear you with the storm. It has essentially just been non-stop rain all day today. And quite peaceful. It means I don't have to go outside and do anything. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
So that one would imply that the storm is coming, and that one, I think, means that the storm is here.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
What am I, like 0-5 with my predictions? That's fine. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. There's a juicy secret you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah!
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
See, I'm with you, Mew, I've got stuff, or had stuff to do today. It's 8:45, but like, it's been raining, and I can put it off for today. So how about I don't? So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me! What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide? That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making someone's savory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities, and I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. That's just flat-out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What did we say? What did we establish in the previous timeline? Adults,
Chapter 5.
not to be trusted.
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Can I go this way?
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Can I pick you? Look, there's glowing mushrooms. That's sketchy. I want to pick that up. Anyway, let's... For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's. Oh, snap!
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely! If you just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. Would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. Next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me just to keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark to be wandering out on your own. I think they're psychic. Genuinely. I think, can we hear your thoughts, is like when a fae folk goes, can I have your name? And then you just, that's it. You just cease to be perceived. Hey, Soup, how's it going? Another day, another dollar. Another dollar, another OSW tattoo! See you tomorrow, Z. You notice how all the Perennial Harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. Can't wait. Empirical Woodland, as I was saying that aloud, that is essentially just for you and I, but like... That's one of those things. Another day, another dollar just auto-completes in my head like that. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. About time you tell me what the... About time you tell me what this foul harvest thing is. Kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal, fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big butt. Banned on Twitch. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or the air, or the soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Yeesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep. For some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. They put something in the groundwater. Got it. Don't trust the adults. I thought that was going to be something to examine for, like, a token maybe. But no, it was just a sign. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's a new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. That is adorable. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Hey, speaking of which... Oh, I was gonna scroll right down to it, but it's actually at the top of the list. They put a picture of me in the game. Whatever could you mean, Empirical Woodland? It's this one, right? The drummer. I'm the drummer. Definitely the drummer. The fact that you can pick up the same can, that's pretty cool, actually. Don't think they patched this after I played it, did they? I don't know. This is 1.1.0. So, I don't know. Sorry for breaking the immersion, everyone. Just quit out to the Switch dashboard. That's fine. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades his junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. I'm taking this can with me. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess, even though you're speaking in my voice for that line of dialogue. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters. I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you were freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran. They're wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. Like it's a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
Shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. the mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your Gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6.
Okay, so that has saved. So what I'm going to do, I think, we are going to... I'm going to have to put that on the floor and, like, hopefully not forget that it's there. I need a longer charging cable for my remote. I mean controller, excuse me. We're going to go to the end screen, and we're going to take a look at Chapter 6 next time. And today, we're going to go and raid someone. Is anyone playing this right now? Who's playing this right now? Me! Who are you? Alright, so this person has no views, currently. That makes me sad. Let's go say hello to them. It says they're finishing Beacon Pines, so I'm gonna duck out as soon as we get there on account of I don't want to see the ending. But, yeah. Let's go say hello to Snowy, I think. No pronouns listed. Let's go say hi. Let's be very, very nice. Please do come back on Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to start something new. It's going to be Axiom Verge. Kind of excited for that. And until next time, goodbye.